Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight it's the first of four between the Frisco Rough Riders and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Brian Mitchell will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully, his mojo starts turning around.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Charlie McLeod, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Probably a double play, though.
First offering on its way. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say it, sometimes it's good.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Now at the plate, Shane Peterson, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Left fielder, Matt Caesar.
Big pitch early, the 3-2. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Now batting, Mariano Cora, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Center fielder, Mariano Cora.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Robinson is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Batting 8.
Stepping up now, Wallace Molina, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the top half of inning number 2. San Antonio's out in front, 2-0. So striding forward now, Charlie McLeod. He singled his last time up.
McLeod.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
stepping up to the plate, Shane Peterson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Peterson.
A bouncer up the middle. And there's one away.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Digging in for his second at bat, Matt Caesar.
The left fielder, number 23, Matt Caesar.
On the ground to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Mariano Cora. He flew out in his last at bat.
Mariano Cora.
Popped up. Saito is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So the nearly bat around here is 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Missions lead it 6-0. Ready once again, Charlie McLeod. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. Now the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, McLeod is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously he didn't circle this guy. That's his 3rd knock of the game, and he has been on fire lately.
So coming to the plate, Shane Peterson. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Shane Peterson.
Chopped weakly to the left. The second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Into the box, Kenji Nakajima.
Now batting, catcher.
Saito gets his lead at first, nobody out. Runners off for second. That's a strike. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Charlie McLeod. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch on its way. Line toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runners breaking from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Now in the box, Charlie McLeod. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 9-2 ball game. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Shane Peterson. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The San Antonio Missions get their division-leading 30th win of the year. Brian Mitchell takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Adolfo Peralta permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Mission. 9 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 15 runners on base. For the Rough Riders, 2 runs, 10 hits, with 1 error. They left 16 men on base.
Jeez.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the AA Texas League. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the Frisco Rough Riders and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Lyle McDonald is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in, Charlie Prescott. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, now the throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of...
Into the box now, Charlie McLeod, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounced slowly back toward the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The Rough Riders are out in front, 1-0. Digging in now, Charlie McLeod comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
McLeod.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. To short. To his left, Atwood. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. At the plate, Charlie McLeod. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
McLeod.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. With runners in scoring position this season, McLeod is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Runner goes for third. Line to the right side. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Next will be the designated hitter, Shane Peterson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. And that will fall as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, Dero, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. In now, Mariano Cora, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Smoked on the ground left side. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here 2-1.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through, and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
Digging in and looking for more, Charlie McLeod. He singled his last time up.
Charlie McLeod.
First delivery to him on the way. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
The 3-1 pitch. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Now
stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Caesar.
Caesar.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close, called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
So stepping in, Mariano Cora. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Cora.
And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Now at the plate, Wallace Molina, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And he popped him up. In there, a base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score to make this a 7-1 ball game. Stepping in, Charlie McLeod. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Charlie McLeod.
Here comes the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Number 11 for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, they say you should aim to win 3 out of 4 at home. But they sweep the 4-game series and give this home crowd a lot to cheer about. Bring on the next guys.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The San Antonio Missions rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Lyle McDonald earns win number 7 on the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Mission. 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base. For the Rough Riders, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
A fast-developing prospect has his first encounter with the media. If his progress continues, it will be the first of many such encounters. This aspect of life as a ball player will demand the learning of an entirely new kind of skill set. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series.
All right, coach.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Texas League. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the San Antonio Missions and the Corpus Christi Hooks. The Missions have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Number 65 gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Charlie McLeod.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So striding in, Shane Peterson, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August.
Peterson.
McLeod on at first, nobody out. And this is on the ground to short, could be 2. The second for 1, on to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Now to the plate, Charlie McLeod. He reached on a single in his first try.
Charlie McLeod.
First pitch on its way. And, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
No balls, 2 strikes. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
I hate lefties.
Sent on the ground out to second. Baroa right there. Throw gets him, 2 down. So digging in now, Salvador Lopez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Salvador Lopez.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Hooks lead it 4-0. Now at the plate, Charlie McLeod. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
McLeod.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Lane isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now.
You know, that's a nice knock right there, but I want to take a look at the base runner. He got a nice secondary lead. He read that it was a soft liner and it was going to fall, and he's able to steal his teammate an RBI.
Boy, amen about that, D-Row. One of the things I think base running is all about instincts, and that was a terrific read. He took a chance right off the bat that that ball was going to break in and fall in, and a good job, and he picks up an RBI for his teammate.
The 1-2. Pops this one up. Lerma is there, one away. But no double play here as he's back in safely at third. Ready for another chance? Matt Caesar. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
Caesar.
The 1-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-2 game.
Nice execution right there. Kept his balance on a nasty breaking ball. His hands stayed back, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Ready for another shot now. Mariano Cora. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And he'll just step on first here to take the Schuer out. Stepping in, Mark Barber, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.